What's going on, everybody? We got Roxanne 59, Sarah, Life with Cameron Dave. And I do apologize if I cut out a little bit. I'm still trying to get used to this new microphone and trying to figure out different stuff. Stands alone. But yeah, just kind of playing with some new stuff and trying to figure everything out. So it says we have seven wonderful people in the house. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Um, and I don't see Nightbot working. Let's see if that wakes it up. First things first, though, can everybody hear me okay? Everything sound good? Well, I just woke her up. And if anybody would like to know the weather in their neck of the woods, just type in weather with your zip code or location. Cowboy Steve, Jerry. So, Roxanne, thank you. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. I hope everybody's having a pretty good hump day. Harold Simple Adventures. And I have started assembling somewhat of a Scott Swift. Awesome live earlier, by the way, brother. I wasn't able to talk very much in there, but I was listening. Yeah, yeah. I just hope it ain't raining. So, but yes, I am starting to put together a little bit of a studio. Low key trapping adventures. And anybody, if you do not have a wrench, you can type the word drop or PORD, and Nightbot will drop your link. Freedom! Cole, what's going on? Freedom Redbird, how are you doing today? But yes, if y'all don't mind, please connect with each other. We grow together as a community and we stand strong. We can take anything that comes at us. The ride's trapping. Freedom Redbird. I'm good, just tired, lol. I know all these people keep you up throughout all hours of the night. I understand why you're tired.
Coyote. Brutal Bob. How are you doing today, Brutal Bob?
Brutal Bob, brother, I hope you're doing good today. First time casting adventures. It's fish time. Well, Scott, I just get to push buttons now. And we all know everybody loves pushing buttons. Sorry, Bob. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I appreciate everybody that shared me out. You don't have to, but I do appreciate it. And since I see Fish Times in here, Clyde, brother, I need you to send me your address. Gunpowder. How are you doing? Says we got 16 wonderful people in the house. It's greatly appreciated. So, with that being said, I am going to drop the link to the StreamYard. If I can't see your face backstage, I will not let you up. And as of right now, there's only 3 people that have permission to stream from my stream. Coastal water. How are you doing, Coastal? Gunpowder, that's awesome. The weather around here's been okay, but we've been getting quite a bit of rain. J&J hunting and stuff. Randall Rhino Outdoors. What's up, brother? Hey, Coyote, type in weather for Maple Valley or Bob.
Hello.
Bob. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Bob.
Glad to see you
Somebody still
on.
has YouTube on. Hello.
Fixed it.
Yeah, I haven't been on very much because I actually the whole family been kind of sick. I took my son out tubing back, snow tubing back in February, and no, I'm on with Big Matt, Mom. Miss Jackie asking, a boss lady wanting to know what I'm doing. I got, we went snow tubing. I told my son would go. We had perfect weather, nice snow. So went out. I slid down the hill on my tube. I hadn't even. I was just starting to get ready to get up, and it's funny because I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, man, I mean, I must have got knocked out. Still on the tube, and I'm holding a hat, and I was like, what the heck? My hat's not brown. And I was like, what? I don't even have a Carhartt hat. Well, whose hat do I got in my head? Because I didn't know what happened. And as Jackie come running up, and she's like, "What happened?" And Jackie, she's pretty mellow. She doesn't say. She's like, "You got ran over by two fat girls." And I was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Man, I'm like dazed." There was two girls that were connected together on tubes, and they came down and they flung me. I mean, I flung well over 50 yards. So I've been dealing with the residuals from concussion. And then Jaden brought some stuff home from school, and man, it's like it hit us 1 minute we were getting better, and then all of a sudden, like, wham, it hit you bad again. And Jaden's eyes, Mr. Pooh Bear Trash Panda, it started closing his eyes. He had medication. So the end of February and April, been kind of one of them areas where it's been kind of rough on all of us, and we've been trying to get our hours up because we're down to, I think we only need 270 hours to get our monetization in. So Jackie's been working pretty hard running stuff and that. So we've been kind of trying. So I'm starting to get better. I still Jackie laughs at me and she says I got the old man disease. I forget a few things
I
once in a
think we
while.
both do.
Yeah, well, when you get them concussions, you don't really know because I mean it came up, hit me in the shoulder, went straight up and smacked me in the back of the neck and came up and cracked me in the back of the head. This whole area, I thought I broke my collarbone. It hurt so bad, and I can usually handle pain pretty good, but oh man, I'll tell you what, it about knocked me clean out, man. They ended up calling the ambulance, took me into the hospital, and the hospital, boy, this new hospital we got here, yeah, they're real good. Man, if I was dying, I think I'd want to take the extra hour trip, somewhere else because they pushed me out. There's, nothing wrong with you. And I asked them just for a couple extra pills, something for the next couple of days. Cause I mean, I was having a hard time even standing, you bruise that bone in your collarbone, man. I'll tell you what, that hurts, They wouldn't even give me an extra pill. They said, go home and take some aspirin or Tylenol. I was like, oh, good
That's
God.
what I get told.
Man, I told that lady I was about that. And the funny thing is Jackie freaked out. She thought I was dying. I started getting sick. I got the dry heaves from it. And all I remember is I had it twice. I don't remember anything after that. Jackie's like, I started foaming at the mouth. I started shaking and, here they said, oh, I had a seizure. Well, they still kick you out. You got a seizure and they still kick you out. They didn't want to do any extra testing. It's like, what the hell? They just want to get you in, get you out, and they don't care, if you're dying or not anymore. Jackie and Jaden were right there, and they're freaking out, thinking I was on the way out the door. So it's kind of
Well, I hate to
one of them
interrupt, but I
deals.
got to catch up with my chat.
Okay.
Bravo, brother. Just doing our best. Joy. And I know there's somebody else that I missed. Oh, maybe not. How's
J&J.
everybody's week going so far?
Brutal Bobby.
So did you ever
Bobby?
catch anything in your traps?
Yes. I caught one of them little smelly fellers.
Oh, did you? Them are actually worth some money.
Not worth it to me.
No, not you. You get caught.
The bloody files.
But yeah, their hides are worth $15. And then that ain't including the skunk essence that's in there. These ladies are going to kind of not be happy, you didn't get their perfume up because that's what they use for female perfumes. They use with that skunk essence in them.
Yeah, they also use that in a lot of lures for trapping.
Oh yeah, well that's because it's like I have a
Because it's
special
skunky?
needle yeah, because it's strong. Yeah, I got a few lures that Miss Jackie, if I open them, boy, especially when I had my hatchback, when I had my Ford Explorer, have that in the back, and then I open up the back because all my stuff was back there. If I opened it back there, she'd be like, she didn't like the smell of that stuff.
I tell you what, man, that hellfire, that stuff stinks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not the strongest that I got some of that too, but there's a couple other ones I like using. I use one that's from Southern Snares and Supply. It's called Gator LDC, which it's made with gator oil, and the LDC is long distance call, which is it's got the skunk essence in it, and that's pretty strong. And then I have one that I get from Lee Rusat. It's called Fatal Breath. Man, you don't want to get that on you. You
I
get
know, but
that
I
stuff
want to
on
try
you.
it.
It's like an oil, and if you get that on your skin, you don't get it off very easy. You'll be washing your
Uncle
hands straight.
Don.
That's some stinky stuff.
Uncle Don.
Good though. So that's all you got was just you got your skunk, huh?
Yeah. But Monday, I started a new job for a rancher over here in my neighborhood that I've known for a while. Um, and in the next couple of weeks, it's going to be touch and go. But he's given me permission to sit on his property and shoot all the coyotes that come through. I
Yeah.
am going to be taking my traps and setting them in a few places, but I know what they're coming in there for. It's that he's got newborn calves, and why would you go to a trap when you can get fresh?
Yeah. Well, they'll still come by them. Actually, from the calves when they have the calves, the afterbirth is what they come in for. And if you take some of that and pop it out there too by the holes and stuff, you'll get them. But yeah, that's perfect to be able to get a nice call. You'll be able to call them in, get some shooting time in. I'm gonna make some good videos.
Well, that's what I was saying. I wish Coyote was here because he's got a thermal, he's got a predator call, you know, he's got a camera that can record at night.
Right? Yeah, you need to get him out there by you, so you can get some stuff going on there. I know we don't have a whole lot much going on up here right now. I didn't even go turkey hunting. I had a turkey tag. I didn't even go turkey hunting because I was so sick. Even Jackie, she don't. If she gets sick for a day, it's good. But 2 weeks in a row, she had to take time off. She got like 4 or 5 days off, and within a 2 week period, and that ain't like her. She usually gets sick. She's like one day, and then she's back to work. But this one, I don't know what kind of virus came around this time, but it really whomped us all.
Yeah.
So, but I'm pretty proud of my boy, though. He's still, his teacher said, he's still got all his A's and B's, and he's way ahead on his reading. So he
That's
ain't gonna
good.
be a dummy like me.
Hey, Beth. You're
So
no
maybe
dummy.
Roxanne was gonna cook us something up. Looks like she's up in the kitchen. I thought maybe she was gonna cook us something.
She's cleaning up.
I'm
Yeah,
washing my dishes. I didn't want y'all to hear the water running.
I thought you was gonna
I
cook us
appreciate
something.
that because if
Being
I
up there
heard
in the
water running
kitchen.
right now, I'd probably have to go to the bathroom.
No, I ate a firehouse sub sandwich tonight, so I'm not cooking.
Yeah, I wish we had one of them around here to eat. Supposed to have a really good gluten-free sandwich. We got Jimmy John's and we got Subway, and neither one of them will run you with a gluten-free bread.
I've never tried gluten-free bread, so I don't know.
Oh, Cowboys. Sorry about that, Cowboy. It's an Australian Shepherd. His name is Beacon, as in a lighthouse beacon. Or most will call him Bacon.
Yeah, I was about to say, Coyote's in the background. He's hollering, bacon, bacon. Where's my bacon?
One more to watch and I'll be done. I'm not leaving dishes for a week. All right, I'm done. Yeah, I'm going to see my grandson, so I got to get this washed. He'll be 6 years old
Aw.
on May the 6th, on his golden birthday. Yep. I only like 97 hours having my 4,000.
And
What was that?
Backlash Fisherman says, thank you for eating Firehouse subs and supporting me. And I can't see the rest of it.
Yeah, Firehouse Subs has supports the fire department or their departments in the area that they.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
And grants and stuff so they can get equipment and stuff. You'd be surprised how much stuff costs for them.
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually just building our fire department brand new firehouse. They're one they have it's pretty small, but boy, that new one they got over here, that thing is humongous. I
We on.
probably video of it. Put it on sometime because that thing is humongous. The one they putting in new up here.
Right.
Yeah, and if y'all have a Firehouse sub close to you and you go in there quite regularly, I don't know if you have to be regular or not, but they have 5 gallon buckets that they get their pickles and food grade stuff in. They'll actually sell you the bucket for $1
Yeah.
with the lid.
Yeah, that's usually pretty good. A lot of places will sell them for $5 and then a lid for $1. But yeah, I'd say, and I leave them outside, because I use a lot of mine for trapping. The ones if I use them for traps, for catching animals, like for kill traps, that a pickle smell doesn't bother much. Some of the other stuff, I put dirt and stuff like that in it, does. But yeah, I do that too. But we don't have a firehouse around here.
I get them and use them for planting vegetables and stuff in because we don't have a lot of good soil here. I live on an old rice field, so most of the nutritions are stripped. But by using the buckets, I can put, potting mix in there and grow a decent garden.
Yeah, I was telling Miss Jackie too that there's my boy.
Hi.
Panda bear.
Yeah,
Panda.
that's my Pooh Bear Trash Panda.
That's Dad. Hi.
Leon says, hi, Coastal.
Hey, Leon. Hop up. Hop up. Oh, thank you. You're coming.
They're coming.
Uncle Big Mac called you.
Panda.
What do you say?
Panda.
What do you do?
Hey, and Panda, just for you.
I'm going
Ready?
out.
Panda, what are you
Listen.
doing, Panda? Are you doing good?
Are you doing good? She showed she had an early release day. So she had a half a day at school.
Should be almost done with school,
They
huh?
had a half day at school.
She finishes because she's in pre-K on the 25th, and she graduates from pre-K. So she'll be starting kindergarten.
Graduate.
Yeah, she's graduating pre-K.
Tommy.
Woo!
Tommy.
Uncle Big Mac called you.
Oh.
Oh.
I learned.
She's learning. She's doing ABC Mouse on my tablet, so she's learning.
Mm.
Oh, awesome.
You tired?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
my
All right.
boy,
Beverly
he,
Moffett.
About my game.
Okay, you can go back and play.
yeah, my boy graduates the 26th. The public schools are another week or so longer, but he private school,
Mm.
but he'll go to public next year because we
Can
qualify
somebody
for
please
school
type in
choice, but
TNT in the chat?
but he can't. His school only goes to sixth grade now, so or fifth grade, so he going into sixth. So we don't. Otherwise, we got to send him like 30 miles away, or we got to send him almost 50 miles away to keep him into a school. And he's a
All
little
right, everybody on the
pretty good.
panel, hold on a second. It's about to get loud.
5, 4, 3.
And Backlash, thank you for the $2 boom boom.
What?
Mhm.
What? You want to voice your opinion about
Beverly
that?
Moffett, I know I've probably already asked you today, but have you received your stickers yet?
Hey, Miss Beverly. Beverly. There we go.
And Beverly Moffett says, "Hi, Loki."
Hey, Beverly.
What?
And she said, "Yes." And she also says, "Hi, Roxanne." And Beverly, when I get the other, I'm ordering some that are a little bit bigger. And when I do get the bigger ones, I will send you some of the bigger ones as well.
What did them cost you to get the stickers?
I got these on Amazon, and I think it was 36 for 128 stickers, 2-inch by 2-inch.
But then they make them for you.
Mm-hmm. If you go into Amazon and type in custom stickers, you can put your custom decal on it and choose which side, whether you want circle or square.
We talked
Hi,
to a guy near
Brenda.
here, and man, he wanted like 65 cents each. You know, he wanted a lot of money for them because I want to use my coyote with his war helmet, and I was thinking about getting the state of Wisconsin, and then the guy's like, well, then that would probably go up even more, and because we're starting to collect stickers and stuff. Jaden actually has a sticker door. He has a door full of stickers. He started putting on my antique French provincial hutch, and I was like, no, no, heck no. You put them on your door. You put at your bedroom door. You put a whole bunch. You can do whatever you want with your. He can do
And
what he likes there.
you can also get a hold of Devil Dog's Keeper, which is Devil Dog's wife,
Mhm.
she is doing custom stickers now as well.
See if I can
If
get
you go over to Devil Dog's channel, I believe he has her email on his about page. But if not, it is on his community tab.
you can see
I
his
have to
door.
have a design first before I can even make
Stone
stickers.
Wolf Outdoors.
I know we went through Sticker Mule. Is a usually they can run good promos and sales. Oh, swear.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
we're trying
and
to
I
look.
am going to be getting a sticker machine myself, but I'm not going to be doing stickers for channels, but I will be doing my own stickers.
Oh,
Yeah, we've been trying to figure it out because, like I said, we're almost ready to be monetized. We only need like 270 more hours. We got a few people that are running us around the clock. Plus, we're running multiple devices trying to get it up.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get that going
Canadian family life.
so that way we can get it done.
Hi, Tiffany.
Be one
I
less thing
think
you
the
have to
last
worry about.
one was hard to get. I like 97, and it's been that way for 3 days.
Aw.
There's my little buddy.
Mhm.
And Brutal Bob says, stickers? 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 Yes, we have stickers. And Bob, if you send me your mailing address in a text, I can get the next batch. I can add you to because
Yep.
I have a batch that's supposed to be going out tomorrow.
Bob, you can get with Batlash, and we can send you some stickers. Stickers.
Yeah, we got a few stickers. I haven't
Do people
gotten.
actually put them on their cars?
Well,
Michelle's Happy Homestead.
I'm gonna get a sticker board too, but Jaden likes everybody get a sticker. He's got to have a sticker for him, and then I got to have a sticker for a sticker board, And we got a few
That's
that
all.
we got in, but in the last 6 weeks, I haven't done a whole lot. Me and Jackie, because we've been sick, we haven't really done a whole lot of any lives or anything. I mean, we still got a few trapping videos we got to get out that we haven't, but when you're down and out, you don't do much. But we were looking into possibly getting some darn stickers, but man, it was like quite a bit of cash. So, but you say Devil Dog too, huh? His wife does some of that stuff.
Yes. And she has several to choose from. I'm not sure on the sizes, but you can get the UV ones, which you can put on your vehicles and they won't fade. Um, could somebody do me a favor? One of my mods, could y'all drop Devil Dog's Keeper, her channel? Because I want to say her email and stuff is on her about page. Uh, I know she was having some problems here a day or two ago, but I think that has been resolved. So yes, Devil Dog's Keeper.
You still have our email, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you can send me a couple stickers, and when I figure out where we're gonna get ours, and we'll have to make sure you get some of ours.
Annie Dale.
And
Hello.
Homestead.
Yeah,
And if y'all don't have Andale Homestead, she's a legend.
Yes.
She's
You need to see her. She's a couple neighborhoods over.
Patsy Log 21. Thank you, sis.
Next vlog.
All right, Bob. I know you don't like it, but Nats is here, so I have to do it one more time.
Nat.
Ah,
Oh, Nat. Sis, how are you? I hope you're doing well.
All right, Bob, I won't do it no more.
that's just.
Canadian Family Life just dropped Devil Dogs Keepers channel. Thank you.
So has it been hot down there?
Actually, up until about this week, even this week, I can't even leave my air conditioner on at night. It's getting too cold at night. It's been pretty nice here.
Well, today was actually probably one of the nice. We had a week that got up into like 70 to 80s, and then it dropped back down to 20s at night, and it 30s during the day. And I was like, what the heck? They give a tease, and then after that, we've had cold and rainy, and barely's in the 30s, maybe high 30, low 40, and 20s, 30s at night. So we've had our heater on again, but today actually was pretty nice. So I'm kind of hoping it's going to stay warm because Saturday is our fishing opener this Saturday. So, I want to get back out there and start hitting the trout because some of our favorite spots they planted trout, this last month. So go in there and start getting trout. Jackie loves her trout.
Yeah, and Coyote needs to finish putting his boat back together so he can go do some fishing.
Dude, dude, what are we doing? Really? Just make yourself
And
at home,
yes,
please.
little brother.
Yeah, we don't have a boat. I had to get rid of my boat when I got sick.
Uga Homestead, how are you?
Uga.
Yeah, I've been looking. They sell plastic boats now, and there's one that I've been looking at that they carry at the local tractor supply here in town,
Right.
and it's 14 or 15 foot long. And I'm like, ooh, that'd be nice for some of the little backwater sloughs and stuff.
You should get an inflatable one.
Negatory Ghost Rider.
Yeah, so it might. No. No.
Yeah, I used to have a really nice aluminum. It wasn't the square John boat type. It was kind of like it, but the front end was kind of fronty. It was rounded, but then it rounded up. It wasn't squared. And the fire department used to have it. We bought it from the fire department when they went and bought some new boats. And I had it for a long time, but when I got sick and I couldn't work no more, I had to get rid of it. And I really wish I did because around here we got what they swamp bogs. They got a lot of they get plastered with lilies and all that. That thing would just float right across the top of them really easy, and then when you wanted to stop, you didn't even need to put it in the anchor. You just stop right on top of them, and the weeds would just
You
hold.
would. Backlash on an inflatable boat.
Backlash and an inflatable boat. You better video it. And you better be using
That's
your
what he just said.
GoPro.
He'll go viral with that.
Yes. Every one of us would make sure we shared that out.
Oh,
Inflatable stand-up paddleboard.
no.
That wouldn't be as funny.
Bacon, where's your loop?
Fat porch.
Beverly says, Backlash High.
Miss Beverly says hello.
Hey, Miss Beverly.
Hey, Leon, could you drop our little brother's link?
Yeah, I think Jackie's gonna get me one of them metal detectors, so I got a little something extra to do. So I'm not just sitting around the house all the time during the day. So I can kind of go out there and do a little something. You know, she said that way I could find her some diamond rings, so or some gold, make it worth some while. You know, she said, seeing I ain't buying her none. She says, yeah, you know, you might as well find me some.
Right?
But then again, she can't say that because I bought her lots of nice gold over to our wedding anniversary last year. I bought her a really nice gold ring and nice necklace.
First time
That's fish time.
with the mummy feet.
Oh,
First time.
Yes,
The little
Leon.
kicking thing he did looks like mummies. In the chat.
Hey, first time when Backlash gets this inflatable boat and takes it out on the water to go fishing, you have to be there on the land or following him with your boat and recording it. So we have two different points of view.
let me know when this happens so you're insured.
I'm already insured by you and me.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And if I'll make sure it's 24 hours after a fire call, so I'm triple insured.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Sarah. Nets, if you could connect with the link that Sarah just dropped, we are trying to get him over 100. It would be greatly appreciated. And he also said that he would love to help you, and you can help him as well.
Yeah, that would be a very interesting video. Johnny
Thank you,
Blaze,
Sarah.
other known as JJ.
Yeah. And if anybody joins me, leave a message. Jackie, if you leave a message saying that you came from Big Matt or whatever, you leave the message on one of our videos saying you joined us. Jackie goes through and checks all of that, and she goes back and she'll join through and we'll watch your videos. We've been all that for people, you know. Facebook or YouTube here has been doing it pretty good. We've been stuck at 1149. We got up to higher than that, but YouTube likes to take them away. So we're more worried about our hours getting that done, and then after that. But yeah, we will rejoin anybody that puts on there that you're new, and you know, return the favor, and we'll jump back on you. You know, we'll have back onto your bus.
Well, what's your link? And I'll go look at it.
I can't put it up
That's
right now
low-key
because I'm
trapping.
on my cell phone, so I can't put one up. But somebody would have to drop the link for me. And we have different stuff. We're not just
And
trapping either.
Canadian Family Life would like to know if you have a master link. I'm thinking list for your playlist. If you do a master playlist and put all your live streams and regular videos on it, a lot of people will go and hit play all, and you can gain watch hours that way as well.
Yep, we have that. We have that on there. Jackie's got them all mixed down. There is some too different, like, because not everybody likes trapping, and we understand that. But Jackie does food.
Thank you, Canadian Family Life.
Plus gardening. She does gardening on here too, and different stuff. You know, so we got a little bit of mix of everything in there. You know, during the fall it's more trapping, but you know,
Tina
Jackie does.
Ladybug.
My wife is from the Philippines, and she does some Philippine recipes. stuff like that. So we have a little bit of everything. Plus, we do some fishing. We did some ice fishing. Boy, you should have seen the trout I caught.
Roxanne, Canadian Family Life, Canadian, just dropped Low Key's channel.
Yeah, I
And
got
Tina
it.
Ladybug, I have my stickers. If you could send me an email, I will, with your address, I will get a couple of them sent out to you as well.
Yeah, I went over there and I subscribed. You got one more.
All right.
You got
Just
a
mark on
playlist?
there that you're new
RCA
on one of the videos, and
TV.
Jackie will go through later and she'll subscribe back to you.
If you got a playlist, I'll put my other computer watching it tonight.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. All our Jackie's got like 2 or 3 of our old phones, plus our other 2 computers, plus our work computer. We're also helping another gentleman called DC. What's his
Wow,
name? DC
Coastal.
Outdoors.
That's
DC
scary.
Outdoors. He's close to getting his watch hours too, so we've been helping him out. So we've been running stuff incognito throughout for a few different people, also.
Thank you, RCTV.
Coastal put her phone down. I picked it up. Wanted to say hello to everybody.
Yeah, you just got to backlash her. That's all.
Well, I was
She's
gonna
going to come
say,
in with that
I
cast
was
iron
gonna say
frying pan here in a minute.
Well, I was just gonna say she looks awful funny now. See what happened? She got a haircut. And, don't look quite the same.
Definitely doesn't look as good as her, for sure.
Canadian Family Life also needs some watch hours too. So if anybody has an extra tab that they can go and put her playlist on, it would be greatly
Her Bob Miss
appreciated,
words
as
just
well
say
as the right
didn't
strappy.
she?
Canadian Life Outdoors.
Yep. Oh,
That's right. Get him, Bacon.
Bacon.
Get him.
Hey,
Get him.
Coyote.
Get
Hey,
him.
look
I'm gonna go back to
what he
work.
made.
All right, Coastal's back.
He had to make that for his school out of recyclable stuff.
Man, that's pretty cool. Does it turn into bacon?
Oh yeah, jeez. If it turned into bacon, he'd be sizzling. That kid, that's his favorite, man. I don't care what it is, bacon on it with everything is.
Garden.
Yes, he's a happy guy.
Rebecca, touched by yarn.
Nothing.
Hey, Rebecca.
I was gonna tell Mom. What's the name again? Canadian what?
Canadian Family Life. And she says, okay, I'll start your list tonight while I'm sleeping.
Canadian Family Life. Tell Mom that they need watch hours. Yes, Canadian Family
Thank
Life.
you, Nat.
And then Mom.
Yeah, she's a good one to connect
And
with.
Ryan, I know you're probably asleep because you're like 6 hours ahead of me. But we got you to 100 tonight. We'll go for 200 in the next couple of weeks.
They are. They said they're gonna.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's why I like everybody tries helping out.
And I'm trying to get over at least 100, 300, or trying to get to 500, but it's gotta get. This got
You're
over
stuck at,
300.
what are you at, 360?
I think 329 when I last saw it.
If y'all don't have coastal water, if one of my lovely mods would drop her link, I would greatly appreciate it. But if you don't have coastal water, go check her out. That's the half of backlash that we do like.
Yeah, if you see us on live, come on up there by us, and we do the same thing. We actually ask our subscribers to join each other. And we have a lot of people too that will turn around, join.
Night, Tiffany.
We get a lot of that going.
All right, I hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna start calling you Tiffany as well. because with the light blinding me, I got to turn the brightness down. But I'm struggling getting my little studio set up the way I want it. So for right now, I'll just call you Tiffany.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
Go
a
ahead.
good one. She's funny. I like her. More reason why I need to get a passport, so I can go across the border, go see people.
Yeah, because she's only probably about 4 hours from you, or at
if
least
I can get
the border.
Jackie, come here.
Well,
Backlash. How long does it take for you to leave your house and drive to the Canadian border?
I'll be
Mhm,
getting
Jackie.
your thing. Cool. Thank you, Miss Beverly.
Here's my ugly half.
Yeah, whatever.
Mm.
Come here. I wanted to. They're telling us about the places for stickers. You'll remember. My brain will forget. I've already been forgot. We were talking to them about stickers. I told you with my because I got that head, man. My brain don't. It's I still have glitching, So, but I was telling her. He said something about Amazon. You pop into.
Yes.
Want to tell her?
If you go into Amazon and type in custom stickers, it'll allow you to choose your logo and design from wherever you have it, and you can pick
From
out what
here
size.
to
However, if you go check out Devil Dog's Keeper, which is a good friend of ours through YouTube, he lives about an hour from me. His wife
Brandon.
does
Where?
custom stickers with UV protection and several options to choose from.
Just take that right on that top piece there.
And then Coastal Water was saying Sticker Mule.
Sticker Mule for
From
one.
Big Mac.
Devil Dog's Keeper. It's all one word. We watch Devil Dog all the time.
Yeah,
It's
if you go to Devil Dog's about page,
Yeah,
I believe he has her email address on it, but if not, it is on his community tab.
From here to Niagara Falls, Ontario, which is the Canadian side, is 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 700 miles.
How many hours does it take you to get to the border?
That is the border
Okay.
because Niagara Falls is in New
I bet
York
you
and
Lava can get there
Ontario.
faster.
But the Canadian side is like 12 hours from here, 11 or 12 hours.
But you're still closer to Canada than you are me.
Yeah, because you're like 18 hours away.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
we're actually closer to Canada than we are down to where he lives, also. Because we can go up through Wisconsin into Minnesota. We don't actually border Canada, only through the Great Lakes, through water. But land-wise, we have to either go
Have
up
a good
through
night,
Minnesota,
Leon.
It took me
or we
95
got to
the
go up
whole way
through the
to
UP.
Niagara Falls. So it's 30 miles west and 640 miles north.
Yeah, we have to go up through the UP and then run across Canada to be the shortest route, and then that keeps us out of Chicago because they
I
don't
don't blame
allow
you
us.
on that one.
They don't allow us to take
It cost
anything
us
worthwhile
$10
down there anymore. You can't. You can't have any guns hardly. So it's like you almost need it down there. Gotta have some kind of protection there. But I told you, my after I got hit, man, that thing cracked my nougat pretty good. I mean, you know, all the years I've never been knocked out. Never have I ever been knocked out. I was in a semi wreck. My face took out the windshield. Never was knocked out. And I ended up getting to where I didn't even know where I was at first and what happened, you know, and I was all dazed. And then being in the hospital and what happened, I've never had that problem before. And now all of a sudden, when it does, you know, it kind of takes a toll. People don't realize, man, you know, hey, how the heck do these guys, when they're boxing and in the football and all that, and they're getting 5 and 6, and you know, I know they're younger, but Jesus, man. I mean, I'm not that old. I'm only in my 50s, but still, you know. Jackie cracked me up though when she said that you got ran over by 2 fat girls, and that was her words, not mine. That was her words. I mean, the girls weren't
It
even
does
nice about
happen.
it. Yeah, and the girls weren't even nice about it. They didn't even care to see what happened to me or anything. I mean, they flung me. I had to go uphill. I mean, I had to go uphill because I was caught like right. I didn't get up the ridge to get to the flat part because you'd come up and then you hit a flat part. And then if you're still going too fast, you'll go down the backside and slow down. I actually flew up the hill and across, and I almost went to the downside. I mean, over 50 yards it flung me from a dead stop. So I'm just glad I wasn't standing because that probably would have wiped me out. Chances are messed my legs or something up worse than already. But yeah, that was something.
Yeah. I've
First,
only been dazed one time, and we were loading 1,000-pound steers up for auction, and I seen the steer kicking at me, and I turned my body, and he caught me in my shoulder, and my head right here. There's a scar there. I caught the top of a metal post, and I stood there for a second with blood running down my nose, and was like, "That kind of hurt." And my dad says, "How are you still awake?"
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they said too when I went through the windshield of my semi. I broke my nose in that, and I got a pretty good scar in the middle here from it. Matches my Bobcat scar, you know, now. So, you know,
Your war stories.
yeah, that's a whole nother one, huh?
Mm.
But I'm just hoping nothing happens on this side. No, leave that one blank, you know. But yeah, you know, and I hit that thing pretty hard. I mean, I literally took the windshield out of it, you know, and I never even glitched from that. But boy, that really racked me. First trip down the hill,
YZ.
first trip down the hill, and first time of the year. I mean, they gave me a thing that I could go back down. You know, oh well, they gave you for another visit, but you know, we never went because I could never go. I wanted the wife and Jaden to go, and take a couple friends, but they didn't want to go. You know, they weren't watching good enough. I mean, they're all short on everybody's short on helpers. You know, and nobody wants to work, and that's why I said I wish I could go back to work. Yeah, I'd make a heck of a lot more money.
YZ, if you put in the chat drop, Nightbot will drop your link.
Yeah, we're gonna start getting Jackie will start working on our garden. We've been kind of working on our front yard from all the stuff last year. They put a new gas
Yes.
line in. All these stuff pops up on my phone. They put a new gas line in, and they messed up part of the yard, and then they had to put that new sewer line in from the house out to the street. So we've been trying to do it. We've been waiting so we could rent. Got to use a rototiller kind of have so we can flatten stuff out a little bit. That way we don't have to dig it all by shovel. Make it a little easier and kind of flatten out. Some of Jackie's flowers are starting to come back, but kind of want to get it back. And Jackie misses her flower garden. So, and we'll start. We use a lot of those boxes too because we, in our area here, we have low groundwater. You know, high groundwater. So we use a lot of boxes in certain spots. So we got to clear all that out and get all that ready. So that way it'll be ready for planting and putting up new boxes and trying to rototill stuff so we can put out some lime and all that good stuff, fertilizer, so it gets into the soil. Got to try getting a lot of that going now. So Jackie's going to start working on that. You know.
Yeah. I have potato plants that are about 4.5 feet tall.
Yeah, your season starts earlier than us down here. Yeah.
I was worried because I put those in the ground before we had the last frost, and I thought for sure they were going to be goners, but nope.
Yeah, potatoes are pretty hardy. You know, I mean they grow not just down the road from us a little way. They call it sand country. That's where they grow a lot of the potatoes and a lot of that stuff. You wouldn't believe it's just like a Quonset hut, and they got all them potatoes. That's where they store the potatoes in. You know, it's just something to keep the frost off them, and yeah, they're pretty something. You know. Did you see what Coastal put down?
Yes.
But yeah, so I read too. On YouTube here, guy uses buckets for potatoes, and in our ground we can get them to grow,
Down home,
but we don't get good potatoes being in our soil because it's too moist. Where we would put the potatoes. So I read a thing on here and I was watching it where the guy uses buckets, 5-gallon buckets, to put potatoes in, and he put so much dirt in, and then he puts them in and covers them up. And then when they start growing, he just keeps putting dirt on them to get it to come all the way out. And then he gets a crap load of potatoes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try that this year. And we got 3 more bins to fill, but man, dirt's expensive to use. It's expensive this year. So we'll have to, we're going to figure out how we're going to get some dirt. We probably have to gradually fill them in, you know, because man, it keep good soil is tough, you know. Because I think we were looking, it's like $10 a bag for 1.5 cubic foot. It's like $10 a bag, and that gets quite pricey trying to fill up raised beds, you know.
Well, here we have Miracle Grow, and it's in 2 cubic foot. It's like $14 a bag.
Yeah, see, I don't know why we don't seem to get the two cubic foots around here very much. You know.
But I use here lately. I've been using a lot of. It's called humus, which is it's got a little bit of topsoil
Right.
and brush like mulch and cow manure.
Right. Yeah, we used that last year. We used some of that what they called it, hummus and manure from Scott's. And then well, last year it wasn't so bad. It was only $2 a bag, but now it's $4
Yeah.
this year for that same bag. And it's only like 0.75. It ain't even 1 cubic foot. And the thing is we use some of that, but then we were finding plastic and nuts and bolts and nails and all kind of stuff in it, you know.
Well, I mean, I've seen a few nuts and bolts, a couple nails. But that's added protein.
Yes, I don't want to. Jackie reaches her hand in there and she reach a hand in there and get that done. It's bad enough when the cats are out there and the cats go in there and she reaches down there and catches where the cat's been in there messing, dropping their load. And that drives her about. You want to hear a quiet woman that's normally quiet and peaceful go ballistic? I mean, I yell her. Heck, I can sit in the house here and I can hear her scream about that. I know what just happened. But yeah, everything's gone so darn sky high. You almost can't afford anything. You almost got to grow your own food nowadays.
Oh,
But yeah, Jackie says I got to start doing more live shows too.
yes, you do.
But we don't. Well, like we've been sick, so otherwise we'd have probably been doing a lot. But like I said, we're just getting all back together with doing everything and starting to go. And she thought I got on live, and I told her, I said, "Come on, woman." I said, I joined somebody, you know. I can join somebody, but I don't know how to start one on my own yet. You know, Jackie normally starts all.
I hope your wife teaches you how pretty quick because you need to be live more.
Yep, she said she's going to show me how to get to doing it and figure it out. She was live. Was it you were live yesterday? And everybody was looking for my beautiful self. Didn't want her. She's a pretty one in the house. Everybody wanted my ugly butt. But where's low key? But even Jaden, I told him he needs to get on and start talking. A lot of people like talking to him too. So.
Yeah, lives are not hard to figure out once you get it. Maybe after the second time, you'll say, "Oh, why didn't I do this last week?"
Yeah, really low key. If I can go live, you can go live.
Well, it's just that I've never really done a lot of that stuff. I tried to figure it out.
Oh, I know. Just ask Texans down under. It took her about a month and a half before I actually knew how to start my own live by myself.
Yeah, so and we don't have like you can, a lot of people can have their own room. Our house is so small that we don't have a separate room, so we got to do it wherever we're at, unless we're outside or something. We can do it in the shed too. But then you got to
Uncle
get the
Don,
heater going, and Jackie and
you're
Jada said
warmer where you're at than I am
cold.
right now.
What's that?
Uncle Don says, Matt, still 78 degrees here. Can you believe that? It's 78 degrees there. It's only 70 degrees here in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, that was what was weird here a couple weeks.
It's fun anytime.
Couple weeks back when we were having that 70 to 80 degree weather, it was actually warmer up here than it was down in Oklahoma and Texas. And that's awful weird for it being, because we're well north, because we live almost the exact dead center. We're close to the exact center. We're within 40 minutes of the exact center of the state. So we're
and
quite
part of the
out.
reason why it's a little cooler here right now is because we don't have the humidity. But they did say by the end of this week, if not next week, we will have 100% humidity again.
Yeah, I know about your guys' humidity. I drove truck for 28 years, and I did a lot of South Texas. I did a lot down all the way into Brownsville and down all in that Horn area down there. And I used to take stuff down there to the Menards and stuff, because we bring stuff from up here from Menard, because the Menard Center is right. It's an hour from us. So, we'd pick stuff, take it down there, and I'd go to get up in the morning and I couldn't even see out my windows because there was so much moisture. and you go to step out onto the side step and get smacked in the face with the humidity was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Yeah, I remember all that, And so I
Yeah,
told Jeff,
YZ says, I'm glad we don't have all that humidity, but they still get 90 to 100-degree day temperatures.
yeah, we get hot and high humidity days too, but it's not like it is in Texas, where. But then again,
But
where
YZ,
Jackie
if I'm
grew
not
up,
mistaken, is out in California, and that's scary hot because you don't have the humidity to tell you, hey, it's hot,
right?
So,
Yeah, Arizona, some in California, yeah. You don't notice it as bad.
oh,
Like,
Arizona. Yeah.
yeah, you don't notice it until you start to dehydrate.
hmm
You know,
Mm.
Yeah, but Arizona's just as bad,
yeah, yeah. I used to do all the West. A lot of California. I quit going to California
120
because,
degrees in August is going to, yes.
but we did a lot of trip. I took a lot of cheese and a lot of paper down there, down into the Texas area. There was a place just south of Dallas, uh, that where we had a terminal there. So I did a lot of Texas. I told Jackie, I said if I wanted to move to another place, I said I either Texas or Florida. I could do. I said just Texas just for the
Frontier
summer.
survival. How is Heath doing tonight?
Just if you go to Texas, you just got to make sure your air conditioner works during the summer,
Yes.
Frontier.
and you stay away from Dallas, Fort Worth area when it's icy.
I don't know. We had quite a bit of ice here a couple of years ago. BTR outdoors. Hey, Heath, I have a microphone now.
Yeah, this year we had so much snow and ice. It was pathetic. I mean, you couldn't hardly get anything done. I mean, and starting early, Matter of fact, just the other day up north of us, they got 10 to 12 inches of snow, you know, but then it's close, up closer to the Great Lakes up there, which if you want to really feel cold, you go up there and they'll tell you it's this, oh, it's only 32 degrees, but when you get up the outside, you feel that cold from that lake. It actually feels like it's probably about 5, being around there because that's put so much
Well,
moisture
see,
cold.
that's Uper. I don't know if you're connected to Uper RD. He lives on an island, and most of the year it is a frozen tundra around him.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Lake Superior and Lake Michigan and all that, they all connect up right up in that area. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's something. You get up that area and they got it real bad too this year. So much snow, amongst, even with us, we got so much snow and ice, snow and ice, snow and ice, snow and ice. I mean, so much trees and stuff blew out, and you know, it's just been ridiculous this year on how it was. I mean, we've had snowstorms here even through April, and we haven't had big snowstorms for next to ever. Oh, here you go, Big Matt. He wants to show you his.
This is the final product.
Hold it over here.
Final product.
Oh, see,
Uh-huh.
he did figure out a way to turn it into bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And it has tail.
A tail.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Well, he wanted to make sure it could be eaten from snout to tail, right? Yeah, he did this as part of his. It's part of his school. He did the other. You should get the other and show these guys your other. The ladies, I bet you'd really like to see that. he made a planter also to go with that for his school. They had to make things out of recyclable products,
Hmm.
things that would have been thrown away, and that was part of it. And he made a really nice planter. Don't
Ah.
put it behind my head.
Mhm.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
that
got
is neat.
wood.
That is good.
And then the flower
And then there's real flowers up here on the top.
made with the bottle.
Where and there's the plastic. It's
There's
like
a
a
butterfly.
five alive, and
There's a butterfly.
yep. And on the other side,
Cool.
Recycle.
everything's recycled. All the flowers were being thrown out. The only thing that isn't was these two flowers that are right here. Those are actually real flowers. It's sat down. They can use the container. There's even that moss grass in the bottom to hold it up, and
Hmm.
yeah, and then
Mhm.
a wood box. Everything's made from stuff that's been thrown out, pretty much, And he's got to have that for his school. Got to take that stuff in tomorrow, and so hopefully he'll get a good grade with that.
I tell you what,
Everything's
that little man's got some skills.
yeah, he's smart. He's really good. He's book smart. I was never book smart. I hated school, but he does so good.
Big Tim, in God we trust.
I just told him I'd kick his butt, even if I'm in a wheelchair. If he starts driving truck, I'm gonna kick his butt. I don't want him driving truck. I want him to go something. I mean, you can make good money, but a lot of my issues I've had were because of being in a truck. Being in an accident and loading and unloading issues that were some of my stuff because I broke my back with the truck and my legs were already messed up, but made it even worse when they took out the dash of my rig and stuff like that. So I just rather him do something that I want him to go to college, be something because out of my particular family, my mom and dad, my mom didn't do pass high school. I didn't go to high school. Jackie went to college, but nobody else on my side did. And I want him to go to college and be something better. I don't want him to have to
Yeah, see,
work that hard
that's
for the
what I
money.
said. I just want my kids to do better than me.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't graduate from school neither, but my school just flat out sucked. They didn't care if you didn't keep up. If you played sports, they didn't care if you even showed up to school and you got good grades. But then after you were done with that particular season, they didn't. If you played football after football season was, then they didn't care if your grades dropped or not. And they just push you right through, and that's kind of how it was. So.
Big Matt?
Big Tim, in God we trust. You have a good night as well.
I'm ready to open your.
Uh-oh. Are we doing a mail call?
I am. If you're okay
Well,
with
then
that.
I will give you the floor.
Thank you.
Can you bring me a drink, please?
Big Matt sent me this. I've been waiting for a long time for this.
He didn't tell you it was a bill, right?
Exactly.
No, that one comes next week.
Cash only. No check, no credit card, just cash.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, look at this. They kind of shine a little bit. Oh, wow. I like that, Matt.
Oh, Jada.
You kind of liked my little holders.
Oh,
yes, I did.
I'll show you.
Stickers Big Matt's got.
Okay.
Oops.
Oh, did you drop her?
You get construction paper.
Show those stickers again. My son likes to look at the stickers. My son is a sticker freak. He loves them on his door. I showed you his door before.
Look at
Look at
this.
the stickers
They've got a
from
little
his
bit
mat.
of
Can you
shine
see
to
that?
them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like this is I think this is
Yeah,
one of the
nice
first
design.
ones that I've had that is
Pretty, huh?
holographic. Oh my. That is really nice. But what I
And
did is
Coastal, I don't know what happened, but you're more than welcome to come back up.
I took construction paper and I lined them up and I creased them and I ripped it. So I'm going to rip this.
There's something glitchy.
This is
Did you
typing
see that?
paper. So this one's not as, this will be a little bit flimsier than the other ones that I made. So then I just rip these in half. Then I fold it again. And rip those. You're wondering, where did you get those? Well, I got them from my own hands.
Yeah, she sent me some stickers and she made this little.
And then you just tape them.
Yeah, this little holder. And I'm like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know what's in here. I could feel it. It was like super thick. I'm like, well, ain't that, where did you get them? You know, because that's ideal for shipping out stickers because I don't know if you could tell from my mail call video or not, but when I actually opened her letter, the outside of that package was beat up, tore up, but there wasn't nothing wrong with the stickers. I was like, snap.
They were put in. They were put in something that kept them contained, so they didn't move around. And because of the way my stickers were made, which of course this one I can't show, I'm going to have to turn it around because this one I'm not showing until the 19th. They're die cut. And you don't want things bending this. Yes, this is my very new sticker, so I'm not turning it around. I'm sorry. But putting those in there, it kept this protected. You know, I wanted something that was going to protect the outline of the Missouri state, you know, because of the way that I had these made. And I had to figure out something. And doing these little cards was perfect.
See, that's kind of what we wanted to do, was put ours like on like that on the state of Wisconsin. You know, like that for ours, you know, to get something like that done too, you know.
Yeah,
them look something like that.
Originally, I wanted mine to be the shape of Texas, but then I said, man, there's so many people already doing that. I just decided to be original.
I haven't seen too many stickers like that from Wisconsin, but yeah, there's a lot of people from Texas that have a lot of.
This is ones that I have. Now I can show you these ones. This one I'm giving
Ronald,
to.
how are you doing?
There's my bro. He's eating whatever he's eating. I don't care. But this is the original. And then this is what Devil Dog and I designed. And it has the state of Missouri up there. This is the one you have, Big Matt, these two. And eventually you'll get the last one. And you see how this is the card stock. You know, you can get like construction paper. This is a little bit stronger. And it just, this one sits up a little bit, but it protects that Missouri state one, you know, so that it's not getting damaged. And because of the envelopes that I got, they don't have lines. So everybody's going to see what's coming, you know, and I'd rather not have that. That's my cat, BB. That's a big black cat. And of course I got my big dogs. But yeah, that's what I just kind of designed. I didn't have a paper cutter to cut them, so I ripped them. You know?
Yeah, it worked.
It worked. But yeah, thank you. Now, Do you know who I'm going to give one of these to?
Your brother.
My brother. He always gets one of the stickers if there's two in there. I have no idea what he's eating, but it's
That's
okay.
what I was thinking was going to happen. That's why I made sure there was two.
Yep. What are you doing, BB? I guess he wants whatever he's eating. That's a cat for you. But yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And you can get that kind of card stock and do this. You can cut them in half, and if you've got a paper cutter, we don't. So I just
My dog and my cat are
ripped them.
both sitting right here staring at me, wondering why am I talking to myself?
Exactly.
They're not watching it. They're analyzing you. They're analyzing you because they're going to call the doctor and say he needs some meds.
Right. Well, part of
Mine
it
too.
is normally when I'm live streaming, I don't have headphones on, but now that I have a mic and all this other stuff, extra stuff, it's like, you kind of have to have headphones or you get a really bad echo. And
Am I echoing bad?
no, I was saying if you don't have the headphones, you'll get
okay.
the mic will pick up the voices coming back from the computer.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really, oh my gosh. I haven't never had any of that were holographic at all, I don't think. Kind of interesting.
I'm just waiting for the right trapping to get some stickers made.
Well, we know I love the ones that Devil Dogs Keeper have made for me, and the last design that I did, everybody's going to go, yes, that is the perfect sticker for my channel now.
I like the two that I got from you. I like the original one as well.
Well, I hadn't made any of the original, and the 97 is all that will ever be made. So whoever gets those stickers, you're pretty special in my life.
That's okay.
You mean a lot to
You're
me.
pretty special. I still have my beanie.
Your beanie. My dad called it a stocking cap.
I love that thing. Even when it's hot, I still put it on sometimes.
Well, I thought maybe she was going to stop at special because I was going to say, well, I'm special ed. So you can just ask my wife and son. They tell me that all the time, especially lately.
It just, I've always, my mom in time, that's Denver back there. See him turn his head? He says, yes, that's my name. I've got to take him back in to see how much he weighs, because the last time I weighed him, he was 105 pounds. Definitely cannot pick that dog up. Come here, Denver. That's Blue.
I hear his tail.
That's Blue. That wasn't Denver. Oh, you sweet boy.
And one thing I'd like to say is I know it's a little bit early, but in case I don't see some of y'all, happy Mother's Day, because I know it's coming up in about a week and a half. And, sometimes we all don't get together and see. So I would like to say happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. And, keep up doing all the good work that you do.
BTR, you have a good one.
Yeah.
Because it's not this weekend, but the following weekend, Mother Day strolling around. And sometimes you just don't get to always say that.
I got a surprise from my brother. He gave me a card, and he says, you can't open this until not this Sunday, but next Sunday. And I'm like, thank you. I was like, wow. Most people don't know this, but I do have two sons. They are just not part of my life. So, well, Denver, go relax. Good boy. But yeah, they're going to be there at the meetup. My dogs are service dogs. Denver is now retired because of health reasons, and I'm training Blue to be my brace dog. He helps if I fall down. He helps me get up, and Denver's helping train him to be able to do that. So, but yeah, they're great dogs.
Well, I don't know if Coyote remembers Sue. Coyote, I think you're still in the chat, but he went to the vet yesterday, and the vet says he weighs 168 pounds, and they say he should top out at about 200.
Wow.
Wow. That's a food
Here.
girl.
His dad is Australian Shepherd, and his mom is a full blown Saint Bernard.
Yeah, my little boy, he's not very far from me at all. He's right here snoozing. He always finds the blankets.
Mine's sitting behind me.
He's a Chinese crested and a rat terrier mix. Kind of figures I'm the only one that ain't Asian in the house, you know. He likes the wife's stinky fish that she cooks from dried fish from the Philippines. He likes it all, man. He can't never get enough of it, you know. Wife, he starts cooking that, he smells that, and he's right there by the kitchen, won't leave her side till he gets a piece, you know.
Right?
But yeah, he's my service dog too. But he's a little bitty thing. He actually looks bigger than what he is because he's only 9.5 pounds, but he looks like he's about 20 pounds with all his fur, you know. He's more fur than anything.
Blue?
Yeah. Well,
Blue, come.
the link is pinned at the top of the chat if anybody would like to come up for the after party.
Sit.
I am not ending just yet, but I am giving at least a 5 to 10 minute warning. So infantry, if you're lurking around in the
I'm going to change
background,
my camera angle. Stop. So you guys can see Blue. Okay, Blue. Meet YouTube. That's Blue.
Black Lab?
An English Mastiff mother.
Mm.
So he's not as tall as Kennel. Kennel. Oh, baby, don't do that to me, please. Yeah. His mother, Blue, Kennel. Trying to teach him place, you know. So when I send him to his blanket, that he knows, hey, you stay there, don't move. But yeah, his mother was an English Mastiff and his dad was a Black Lab. I kind of wish he was taller, but as you can see, he is broad. He's much broader than Denver was. And when I start leaning up against him when I have knee problems, he can hold me better, which having that broadness of that dog is, I always thought that I wanted a taller one, but I need one that's more stable, and he definitely fits the bill, so he's really doing good on his training. Some of the people that have been helping me said
ask Coyote about Sue. There was a few times when Coyote was here that Sue met him at the door nose to nose, and he was like,
yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'll tell you, anybody
But
tries
as long as
to.
Coyote brought the tax with him, he was okay.
Wow.
Down home, zombie.
Hi, zombie.
What's going on, brother?
How y'all doing?
Just hanging out and chit chatting.
Yeah.
Chitty chatting.
That
The
would be.
coyote says, "I paid
Oh,
the
look.
toll to get in every time." That's part of the reason why he met him nose to nose at the door.
I don't. My brother wants to show you a bowl that he got today. That I'm like, okay, that doesn't look real good. How are you going to make sure that straw gets cleaned? Because look, it's a bowl that you put cereal in that you can drink the milk out. But what are you going to use to get the milk out of that?
The same thing you use to clean a straw with.
Water.
Yeah.
Well, they
Well, no, they
have,
have little brushes that are made to go down through the straw.
yeah, straw brush. You can buy them at Walmart for about $2-3.
Okay.
Yeah, they buy them down there. We buy that too all the time. They got different ones. They got some that, like, if you have like the big, like we have one that's, I don't know, it's probably about 10, 12 inches tall. That's one of those, what do you call it, from Starbucks. And so you could get the long one, long handled ones, shorter handled ones. They got different sizes.
Here's one that I have.
Yeah, you can get them to fit that size and everything. Longer handled. We have different ones ourselves.
No, that's fine, Coastal Water. I didn't know what happened. But like I said, you're more than welcome to come back up here if you would like. I mean, I let Coyote up here.
Hey, Don.
Michelle's
Hey, doing,
got
Don
home
R.
sick. Hi, Miss Rebecca.
Yes, Michelle and I got to talk today. She will be getting a hat made by me.
And for everybody that's in the chat, please pray that Michelle doesn't lose the other baby calf. It's too bad Loki and Coyote and I weren't a little bit closer, because if we were, we'd go over there and take care of the coyotes that keep getting her baby calves.
Oh yeah, man.
I think
love
even Zombie would join in for that one.
I love catching coyotes.
Road trip.
Messing with people's stuff. Them are my favorite ones to catch.
Well, they've gotten 2 of her baby calves just in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's that time of the year where they just go bonkers. Yeah.
Bob. What's up, Bob?
Yeah, I have a few farmers with cattle that I take care of their properties during the fall. And they always, hey, what do I owe you? So you don't owe me nothing. Just let me come out here. I'll kill everything. I'll take care of them. They won't mess with your cattle no more. I said,
Well, and that's like my friend that has the cows over here that I'm working for now. He doesn't pay me. He just, if I see any hogs, I get to shoot them, and I'm also allowed to go out there and hunt during deer season.
Nice.
And that's payment enough for me.
That's what I always wanted to. I always did. I always wanted to come hunting in Texas. I always wanted to try some deer hunting, and I wanted to try for some hogs. I was over in New Mexico. My girlfriend used to work out there at White Sands, and I used to get some of them javelina and stuff like that, over there. But I always just, we don't have hogs up here, man. There's supposed to be some coming in from Canada, supposed to be dropping down some more vicious ones than ever, but we don't really have them around up here yet, But I suppose probably not in my lifetime, but I suppose it's like anything else, they keep moving around. I mean, Christ, I even seen a big old, we're out pulling chains for my traps because the ground thawed out, and we seen a cougar track walked right up by one of my sets where I had my set at. big cougar track, and we don't have a whole lot of them, but they're starting to even move in from the Dakotas. So,
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
And eventually everything else will, start moving down. Hogs have always been terrible about moving around. So, but yeah, I just like, especially to take my boy and do it. I'd rather have him catch them than me anyway. I'm gonna watch him do it.
Hey,
Uh,
Coyote, it's a lot cheaper to buy a hunting license and tags and stuff here in Texas than it is up there where you are.
yeah, he's still up what, Oregon?
Coyote is in Maple Valley.
Maple Valley. Is that Oregon, ain't it? The state?
Washington.
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 I know to deer hunt here for the 9-day deer season, it's like $225 for out of state, and I think it's about the same for bow hunting. But then
Woohoo, Michelle says my deer license may be free this year. I purchase every year the hunting and fishing combo with the saltwater stamp, and it cost me $68. And if I get the duck or migratory bird stamp, it's an additional $5.
Wow.
It's $160, and then we get everything: small game, turkey, the stamps, pheasant stamps. You can get the application for some of my trapping stuff. Plus it gives me my trapping license. It gives me my permit for like a bobcat, fisher. It gives me spring turkey. It's spring turkey and fall turkey. Man, it gives you all kinds. It pretty much gives you the gamut. Early goose, but you have to buy the federal stamps. Gives you pretty much everything. But I'm from Wisconsin, and it gives us pretty much everything. But it just it's still, that's quite a bit, and that's fishing and sturgeon fishing, and then it gives you an app if you want to do the sturgeon spurring in the fall. Yeah. No.
And Michelle says they've even seen mountain lions and wild bobcat. We have some pretty good sized bobcat around here, but the only mountain lion that I've ever seen in this part of Texas was in a cage in the back of someone's truck when I was about 12, 13.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me about bobcats, do you? I still got that little old beauty scar right there, that little beauty mark there from this year I got bit on.
Oh,
that was a juicy.
I think me and Coyote.
Yeah, that was on
go
film,
ahead
wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a video of it. Yeah,
and get you one of those
not the whole video of it
grinder
biting
face
me,
shield.
but it wasn't showed of it biting me, but afterwards, like the day after.
After, yeah, it was the after work.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I've had a little dusting of black eye before, but boy, I'll tell you what, between that and hitting the windshield are the only things that's ever gave me a black eye to where it's closed my eye up. That bobcat, it took that day to my whole eye. By the end of the next day, it was pretty much closed shut from that bobcat smacking me. And they
I tell
always
you,
say,
I'd still rather deal with a bobcat than a feral cat.
Oh, I don't like feral cats neither. I caught one of them this year too, a big feral cat. Damn thing peed all over my boots, and their smell is worse than a bobcat. I came in the house and I told Jackie, "Here, throw my clothes outside. I'm gonna get in the shower." That thing peed on me. Yeah, I thought it was just on my leg. I come back out and Jackie had my boots outside and everything. She's like, "Oh my God!" She said, "That thing's stinking the whole house up."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Yeah, dang feral cats there."
I caught a pharaoh cat in a live trap, and I opened the trap to let it out. I was standing behind it and literally took a stick with a hook on, a knot where I could catch the trap door and pull it open. And that joker came out, ran about 3 feet away from me, turned around and ran straight up my pant leg and latched onto my arm.
Ooh, yeah, nah. I don't let feral cats go.
I used
can't.
to around where I live. I live out in the county, but there's a lot of houses where there's feral cats. I would catch the kittens in live bait traps and also the parents. And the Humane Society, at no cost, would do a community where they, in the live bait traps, you take them there, and then they, of course, snip off
Dirt
the
farmer.
and fix them. And then I'd bring them back here and release them.
I wish they'd do that here, but they won't. They won't do it here.
Well, they did it. They did it here. So all those cats are still here in this area, and the people in the community, we feed them.
Yeah, see, they don't do that here, but most of the areas where I'm catching them now, I don't. We have a lot in our area here. The lady across the street, when she moved out, she let probably 30 or 40 of them go in the area, and they're over here and they'll pee on your house and stuff like that. They got to go because, man, I'm allergic to the cat urine, and when it gets that bad, I can't. Even with my boots, my nose started closing up, my eyes water. But most of the areas where I'm at, I'm way out, and there should be no reason for a feral cat to be out there, and they don't want them out there. So I dispose of them when I have to, because some of the places,
Well, the place that I was at, there was a boat ramp that wasn't far from where I was trapping, and the pharaoh cats in that area tend to keep a lot of the predator stuff away. Like rats and stuff.
right. Some areas they're good for, like in
Hey,
our neighborhood here, they're not. But our neighbor down the block, he's got a cat, and he comes down here and he'll love you up. And he's pretty much Mac Daddy in the neighborhood. He keeps those ferals out of the way as much as possible. And he'll come down here, and as long as they ain't jumping on my new truck, they jump on my new truck, they got to go. I'm not having a bunch of brand new scratch marks in my, my $60,000 truck. That just can't go. But they haven't been so bad for a while. But where I caught my feral cat this last year was in the middle of 30,000 acres of wilderness. That cat shouldn't have been there, and they don't want them. They don't want them in there because they're tearing up the native wildlife, So
This used to be a feral cat. She was a kitten when we got her, and you see how we can hold her. And she was a kitten. And when I was rescuing from different places, this one kept hiding herself, and I didn't know why. And finally, everybody just never wanted to adopt her, so she's now here.
Glad.
And of course, I have the black cat. She's a medium haired. We think she is a Maine Coon, but just really small.
if you get them young enough, you can train them to be good
Oh,
house
she is a great mouser. And so is the black cat that you seen back there. Both of them were feral.
Yeah, some of them that we got around here, they're as big as bobcats, and they're just meaner than all get up. You can't do much about them, and that's why they passed a law that if they don't have a tag and they're considered feral cats, and if they're a feral cats, because there's so many feral cats out that they're actually they're devastating the quail and turkey and stuff like that in some of the areas. So they want the state actually will have you get them out of there. They just say, oh, get them, and sometimes the state will take them, and
We don't
euthanize
have much
themselves.
problem with feral cats. Our coyotes keep them thinned out.
Yeah, well, wish we
But
could
we do have a
get.
coyote problem.
That's because they're eating good. They eating good in the
They're eating
neighborhood.
real good.
Hey, that's
Yep,
like a
but as long as they
KFC.
eat the feral cats, they leave my chickens alone.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
that's like a KFC right there to them.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, we caught quite a few coyotes this year again, and we're up to in total canines. We actually caught the same amount of canines as we did last year. We were short on coyotes, but we were ahead on fox. We were ahead on fox. We were ahead on wolves because we caught 2 wolves, and we were also ahead on bobcats. We had 8 bobcat this year that one we had to euthanize because it bit me, which was a pretty decent sized cat. And then the one I had caught for my tag that we had gotten, which is actually a pretty nice looking bobcat too. I actually got it right in the house here.
Hey, Coyote, you got a meat call today? I think you should come up and demonstrate it on the panel.
I don't know if you could see this good.
I dare you. Here, let me put you on solo.
This is a bobcat. The bobcat. Maybe turn it sideways, see it better.
That is a pretty good one.
Yeah, this is.
Dang. Good sized cat.
Yeah, and that's the belly. It's got a nice belly. And then that's the tags we got to have for them, the CITES tags. And this was not even the biggest bobcat that we got. The bobcat we caught after this one, me and Jaden had to release it, and it was actually probably double the size of this. Made that one look like a little baby.
Mm.
And that one was a female. The other one was a male. But some of that we got this year were just really, really huge. Plus, I seen one that was really big. Yeah, and we never got a hold of that. But, but yeah, that was.
Zombie hit the wrong button.
But I'm got that one sitting there. I'm going to turn it in. I'm going to get it tanned. Somebody wants to buy it, and I can get a better price tanning it and selling it outright. Somebody wants it, so I can get a better price out of it. Especially seeing the coyotes this year really, really bit. I actually would have been better off going for raccoons because it's less work. But I got three coyotes that were number ones, and I only got $12 each. Number twos, $7. Number threes were only at $2. And my bobcat for number ones were $8 and $5 for number twos. Raccoons are easier to take care of. They're greasier, but I can take and clean them faster. It's not so stringy. I could have made more money off of Dinky doing with us, but yeah, the coyotes this year does not wasn't much any money, but I still like going for the coyotes. I like taking them out because there's so darn many of them, and even now the sign we seen out there when we were pulling our chains out, just tons and tons of sign. It's everybody says all coyotes were normally from the east. Well, coyotes are not like here. Coyotes were not native to Wisconsin, and pretty much anywhere to the east. They're mainly western states, and it's just like anything else. They eventually moved, kept moving west and south, and they're an invasive species also. But there ain't no way you can ever get rid of them all. But they get sick too.
No,
You
but
know.
if you don't keep a hand on them, man, they will devastate the wildlife and your farm animals, dogs, cats.
Yeah. Plus, they've been known this year to have been biting people. They've been going after people this year. See a lot of stuff about it, you know. And this year we only had one that was sick, one coyote. Last year, 1/3 of the animals we caught in coyotes were sick, whether it had mange and mange or had distemper. I had a coyote just lay there. I mean, it would even move. He'd reach right down and pet it, scratch it on the head. It wouldn't even freaking move. I mean, it just knew it just laid down. It just, you know, when they're like that, they're just out, you know. So it's just like, you got to get them out or they're going to go after people, you know, and get a lot of people that don't like it, you know, and it's not like me. I'm an animal lover. You see my dog, you know, I got no problem with dogs. I got no problems with cats. My buddy's got my favorite cat in the world over there. They call him Thor. He's a huge cat. When he hears my voice, when I come over, he comes running out there. He wants to be by me, you know, and, I'm an animal lover too, you know, it's just, even when I caught my wolves, if you watch my videos show the USDA guys come out there. We have them come out. They put the chip in them like they do a pet. So if the collars come off, they can see if they've been caught and what date and everything. They put satellite collars on them so they can track them. And I didn't have to do that. I could have just, got them out of my trap and let them go, but, I help along with studies and stuff. And
Hmm.
I heard next year they're going to be doing some on bobcat, and I think they want me to join on that. If I catch any extra bobcats, they want to tag them and collar them, and uh, so especially with as many I got caught, as long as now they don't bite me, I guess I'm all right. But yeah, you know, we do a lot of good, in keeping it down. If you don't keep them down, people's pets gets done. We had not far from here, my cousin, or not my cousin, my nephew, and they live in the city. And some coyotes attacked their dog, and they had to have it put down in the city. Coyotes, and now they lost their dog, and they had, I don't know what kind it was, but it's a big, and
Well,
he said it was expensive.
I live about 45 minutes from downtown Houston. I went up to help when I was younger, help a friend's dad move in the middle of Houston, and we would go run the roads at night. And I cannot tell you how many coyotes that you would see just wandering the streets. I was like, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Where
But
even where we live.
everybody on the panel, hang tight. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. If anybody would like to come up for the after party, you're more than welcome. But God bless, and I will catch y'all on the next. So, y'all would like to say goodbye, or
Yep.
Thank
by all
you
means.
so
Take
much.
care.
Thank you for being so
Good
kind.
night. Good night, good folks.
Good night, everybody.
Yep. Good night. Take care.